Hi, this is Jet City JT, just checking in. Hey, I want to talk about the Phoenix and I want to talk about the Griffin today. I actually want to introduce them because I've never had a Phoenix before and I've never had a Griffin. First, we're going to talk about the Phoenix. The cool thing about the Phoenix is its colors and it's on fire, and that makes it awesome, in my opinion. The other thing that's cool about the Phoenix is if you look at the inventory, I put some meat on the Phoenix in the inventory, and I had some metal, and since the Phoenix burns so hot, it's actually cooking the meat and creating ingots from the metal, which is awesome. I didn't know they could do that. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about the Phoenix and the Griffin. Start with the Phoenix first. Phoenix has some cool abilities. It shoots a fireball, and to shoot the fireball, you hit the right mouse button. It has a flame streak. When you hit the space button, there's flames that follow it as it flies. And then there's the attacks for it is a claw attack, and that's where you hit the letter C, as in Charlie, and you're able to attack targets. So I've already stated that it is a living forge, and it's also a cook for you. So it makes it really convenient to cook things. So I'll take it up for a flight test. We'll see if we can fight some dinosaurs and see how it does with attacking other animals. First of all, I want to do the right mouse button. I want to hit that and show you the fireball. See, look at that. Aim that at a dinosaur, it starts them on fire, and they're on fire for a long time. Poor thing was right in the middle of my fireball. The other thing interesting about the Phoenix is that it can't land. It doesn't land. It just continues to fly. If you look it up on the wiki, it tells you that it can't land. That's strictly a flying animal. It also thrives on the heat, and when it's nice and sunny out and you're in the desert areas, it actually helps build stamina and helps it do better. We're gonna fight these raptors. Start them on fire. They didn't have a chance. My Phoenix is only 222. Fire eventually got him. The kangaroo is down. Look at this raptor picking on this sheep. Oops, I kind of caught them both on fire. Oh well, that's just an example of what it can do. Even you don't even have to shoot the fireball. You can just attack them, and they'll start on fire because you're on fire. The phoenix is on fire. So I'm going to do a different view for the phoenix, and that's the view looking straight at it. Now watch it use a fireball. It's pretty cool. It's a beautiful bird too. They did a good job with it. Firebird or the Firebird, its nickname is the Firebird, but it's called a phoenix, technically. They exist in hot areas because they thrive off the heat. I showed you the fireball. Let me see if I can do the flame streak. Okay, you see the flame shooting behind it? That's the flame streak I was talking about. And then the claw attack is C. Let me show you, it's double claws. Both your talons attack. So, see the claw attack? Very good. They're a good fighter, in my opinion. So I pretty much showed you everything regarding the phoenix. One thing I really like, I know I've said this before, is the fact that it is a living forge. You can put metal in it, you can put food, raw food in it, and it'll cook it up for you. And it turned the metal into ingots. So I'm pretty impressed with it. As I also said before, it can fly. All it does is fly. It doesn't land. So that's an interesting thing that I didn't expect. So when I get ready to get off of it, I just kind of put it in an area I want it to be, and then I just kind of jump off. And it continues to fly. I've also noticed that it will run out of stamina when it's like rainy and dark out. But when the desert heat comes back, when the sun comes back up, stamina will increase. I also understand that it eats meat, cooked meat, and it also eats sulfur. So I've never experienced sulfur in the game, so I'm going to have to figure out how to get sulfur. Anyway, maybe up on top of a volcano or something. Is that the black rock or is that obsidian? I'm not sure. I'll have to investigate a little more. The other dinosaur, the other creature I should say, I don't really like calling a griffin a dinosaur. It looks more like a bird than a dinosaur. We're going to talk about the griffin and its abilities. Okay, griffin can dive by hitting W plus shift, and then when it dives down, you usually have to start the dive at a higher height, and then when it dives down and hits the ground, it creates something called a dive slam. When you hit the ground, and then if there's creatures in a certain area around you, when you hit that ground, when you do the dive slam, then that will cause damage to those creatures around you. So it's pretty cool. The other thing that I'm perplexed on is with the griffin, they have a grab system where they can grab smaller animals than them. I've tried that on many different smaller animals, and I have not gotten my griffin to grab the animal. So I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I get on the griffin. It's a beautiful animal though. So the grab system, it says if you do the right mouse button, you can grab and pick up smaller creatures than you. So see the talons? Doesn't that look like it's grabbing creatures? Doesn't look like it's attacking. It looks like it's grabbing. Well, I've tried that over and over with smaller creatures. If you know how that works, can you leave a comment on my my video page? And I'd like to learn how to do that. I'll have to look at it on YouTube as well. Maybe somebody else has created a video of this. Okay, so I'm going to go up high so I can do the dive and then do the dive slam. Okay, remember the dive and dive slam is W plus shift key. Look at that dive, boom. Boom. It hits hard, but it doesn't hurt the griffin and it doesn't hurt the person riding the griffin. It only damages creatures that are close by. Let's see if I can this time land on top of a creature. Then it slides on the ground or runs on the ground. It reminds me of the Maywing. When the Maywing is done gliding, it'll land on the ground and then slide and break through rocks and stuff. This doesn't break through rocks or anything like that, but it seems like it slides on the ground. Some guys that want to attack me. Got all four of them at once. That was awesome. One more dive bomb. Boom. See all that dust that flies up? It's pretty cool. You might be familiar with griffins already, but because it was a new animal I got, I wanted to introduce it for those people who may have not seen or know about griffins. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to give me a like or a subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, then I understand, no big deal. I appreciate your time and I appreciate you watching. Get out there and go get a phoenix.